Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Umajnanatimirandasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurmilitamena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kamta Radha Kamta Namusute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarviyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaye Vachapatitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Isvaraha Paramaha Krishnaha Satchidananda Vigrahaga Anadir Adir Govindaha Sarvakarana Karanam. Hare Krishna. By the costless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest knowledge, Pavitram. So by Krishna's costless mercy only, we are able to get this knowledge with which we are able to actually get liberation from the three modes of material nature. Without this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we don't even understand that we are controlled by the three modes of nature. So, Krishna only is teaching us very clearly in Bhagavad Gita that we are under the control of Maya. And now, we need to realize and understand all the time being in Krishna consciousness means all the time being aware of the three modes of material nature. So, that means we are forced to act for sure. We have taken birth in this material world. So that means we are controlled by the modes of nature. So that is definitely true. When Krishna says, it has to be true only. That's it. And now our goal is to free ourselves from these three modes of nature. And that is possible only by developing love on Krishna, only by rendering devotional service unto Krishna. That is the only way we can get freedom from the three modes of material nature. That also many times we have discussed in the past, studied. So now, the very important question is how to get ourselves engaged in Krishna's devotional service. So that is the very important question in our life, and in our day-to-day life. Because every one of us have different lifestyles, different circumstances, different situations. Things are different for everyone. But how we are going to make sure that we are going to be engaged in devotional service? We don't have to change anything. Only we have to change our attitude. Only we have to change our mindset. That's what is needed. We need to think that we are doing it for Krishna. Literally, we have to think that anything we do, it is for Krishna only we are doing it. That's what we should think. Then there is no problem at all. That is possible for everyone. Whatever duty we do, whatever type of occupation we are in, so whatever we are doing, we can actually think like that. Nobody is going to stop when we want to think that I am doing it for Krishna. So then only Krishna knows. We don't even have to let others know, or we don't even have to convince or explain others that we are doing it for Krishna. Krishna knows. Because he is able to read our mind, because he is there in our heart as the super soul. So any desire comes to our mind, immediately Krishna knows that. What you think, I don't know. What I think, you don't know. But Krishna knows what we think. Because he is there in every one of us. Everyone is there in every body. And in everybody's body, Krishna is there. So that way Krishna knows. So if we are really thinking about Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, so then Krishna knows that we really want to serve him. Then he is the Supreme Lord. So whatever he wants, he can do it. If we are willing to submit our free will to Krishna, so then he can actually help us. He will use us an instrument in his hands. That's what nimitta matram bhavasavya sachin. That's it. You just become an instrument in my hands. That's what Krishna is teaching us. So that mindset we need to have. So our desires should be only towards Krishna only, to fulfill Krishna's desires. So that should be our desires. Our desires is to please or to fulfill Krishna's desires. So he is the Supreme Lord. He is beyond the modes of nature. So he is free from the modes of nature, because these three modes of nature actually are controlled by him. They are under Krishna's control. And he is equal to everyone. And he is not affected by the three modes of nature at all. But that doesn't mean that he has no desires. Krishna has desires. Krishna wants us not to struggle and suffer in this material way. There's the reason Krishna came here and gave this knowledge to us, so that we can make use of this knowledge and go to Krishna's well, Goloka. Without this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, it is impossible. So without controlling our mind, it is impossible to achieve the status of yoga. So without developing love towards Krishna and rendering devotional service unto Krishna, it is impossible to free ourselves from the three modes of material nature. And without Bhagavad Gita knowledge, all these things are not possible. Everything is possible only with the Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So that Krishna is giving us. So when Krishna told Arjuna that Sayevaya Mayateti Yogaga Proktaga Puradanaga Bhaktosi me Sakacheti Ragasyam Yetad Uttamam. So that same knowledge, that yoga, that is Proktaha, so which was already told by me, so that is Puradanaga, so that is the oldest language. That same knowledge is explained to you by me today, because you are my dear friend and devotee. So definitely Krishna treats all of us as his devotees only, as his friend and devotees only. That is for sure. There is no doubt. There's a reason we are here studying Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, we won't be sitting here studying Bhagavad Gita every day. So Krishna has accepted all of us as his devotees. We should be very happy. We should celebrate this. So this is what is very important. So Lord Sri Krishna, the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, so he is everything. He is above everything. So nothing above him, but he is above everything. So he is the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. So he has accepted us his devotees. So, and he is giving us this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. And now we need to make use of this knowledge to go to him. So that's it. Very simple. No need for any confusion here. Our path is very straightforward. We know what to do. But the problem is that it is not that easy to control the mind, because Arjuna also told Krishna, and Krishna also accepted that it is undoubtedly difficult to curb the restless mind. So that is the part we need to really put a lot of efforts to bring our mind under our control. Krishna is helping us. Krishna wants to help us all the time. When we want to control our mind, when we want to make our mind as our best friend, then Krishna is actually going to help us. He is the master of all senses. He is the Rishikesha, Krishna. So he can help us to control our senses. Krishna can help us to control our mind when we are ready to make our mind as our best friend, and when we are ready to follow what Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita. So then Krishna is also ready to help us to reach him, to reach Goloka. So without Krishna's help, nothing is going to happen. Without Krishna's mercy, nothing is going to happen. That's why Krishna in Bhagavad Gita repeatedly is teaching many times. Krishna is using the word prasadam. So mat prasada. So by my prasada, by my mercy. Sarva karmani api sada kurvano madvyapasayaka mat prasada tavapnoti saswatam padam abhyam. So if you are always engaged in my devotional service, so then by my mercy, you will reach the eternal kingdom. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. Eternal, so saswatam padam abhyam, the eternal destination. So that is Krishna's well, Goloka. So that way, Krishna is ready, Krishna is waiting, and we have to get ourselves ready, and we should not let Krishna wait longer, because this is a great opportunity. This life, this human body is the very, very rare and great opportunity, and we have got it, and we have got the opportunity to study Bhagavad Gita also. That's also very, very rare, and that also we are getting it. We are understanding Bhagavad Gita, and now we just have to make use of this knowledge to go to Krishna Goloka. So that means we have to now spread this message, follow what Krishna says, and teach this, spread this Bhagavad Gita, and chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and prepare prasadam and offer prasadam to Krishna. So that way make our life 24/7, everything Krishna conscious. So we should not identify ourselves with the body, thinking that I am this and that, I am so and so, and I am working here, and I am. If you ask that, who are you? The question, immediately we say that I am this, I'm an engineer, or I am a doctor, I am this, or I am that, I'm a lawyer. So that's what we say. Who are you? That's what in general we say. We are not that. That is, we are nothing. We are soul. That's it. The real answer is that I am the soul. I am a devotee of Krishna. That's what we should say. So I am a devotee of Krishna. We should be very proud to say that we are devotees of Krishna. So I am a devotee of Krishna. So I am the soul, a devotee of Krishna. So that's how we should identify ourselves. Not with our profession, not with our race, color, this, that, all such things. That's all bodily identification. We are not this body. We understood very well that this body is always changing. Always changing. Our body is always changing. And it's changing, and one day it will even stop changing. So that means it will end. It will get destroyed. It comes into an existence, and it stays for some time and produces some byproducts, and then it gradually dwindles and then vanishes. It grows. It comes into takes birth, grows, and stays for some time and produces some byproducts, and then dwindles and then vanishes. That's it. That's what is happening with our body. It's coming from nowhere, our body, just starting with a single cell. That's it. So then it keeps dividing, mitosis, all these things, cell divisions. So then all the organs in our body, they are formed. So then it grows, and then again at the end, it is nothing. It's all we are dead. This body is dead. Then we are going to leave this body. So that is the fact. That is the reality. That is the science. We understand that. We see that. But are we really serious about this? So that's what is very important question. Even after seeing all these changes, even after seeing so many are dying, we have already seen so many people whom we know, they already died. And we are also going to die. And no one is going to stay here forever. So that is the fact. So then why we need to really get worried about things which are going on in this world? What is the use of worrying about all the things which are happening in this world? So this is a temporary place. We have come here and going. If you go somewhere, if we are going to go somewhere for only a day or two, or we will just finish our job and then we'll come back. So we won't try to in that place try to settle. If we are just going for only for 1 or 2 days when we travel somewhere. So like that only we have come to this earth. This stay here also, it looks like it's very long, but it is not. If you look at this time scale of this solar system or the galaxies, when we talk about when this universe formed, that is 13 plus millions of billions of years ago, and then this solar system itself is about 4.3 billions of years ago. All those things, if we talk about billions of years, then what to speak about our lifetime in this earth? Our lifetime, it is just fraction of second only, just like that it goes. So that way we should not prepare to plan, we should not plan to stay here forever. We should not be aiming, we should not be doing things meant to basically to stay here forever, thinking that we are going to stay here forever. So that they're all stupid acts, they're all useless acts. So we should understand and realize that we are going to leave. We are going to leave. We are not going to stay here. And this is not our permanent place. And if you want to really go to a place and stay there forever, then that is Goloka, Krishna's well, not this material well. So that is Krishna's well, Goloka. We should go there. Then we can stay there forever. Enjoy there with Krishna. All the time we can enjoy. We can plan all kinds of permanent things we can plan with Krishna in Goloka. Otherwise, in this life, in this material well, this is Dukkalaya, this is place for suffering, only miseries, miseries after miseries, and it's going to keep increasing only. It's not going to stop. And we should actually, before we leave this place, we should make sure that we don't have any connection to this place. That's what is very important. Before we die, before we leave this place, we should disconnect ourselves from everything in this well. That's what Krishna is teaching us, that completely disconnect from this material well. So completely detach. So asanga sastrena dridena chitva. So with the weapon of detachment, you should cut them very strongly. This viruda moolam. So this very strongly rooted tree, this tree of attachment in this material well, we should actually cut all of them. So we should leave and leave everything. We should not actually think about anything. So we should not have any space in our brain, in our mind, to think about things in this material way. Our goal is only to remember Krishna. So our mind should be filled with Krishna only all the time. So all the time remembering Krishna only, not worrying about anything. So that's what is called Krishna consciousness. So that is possible only with the Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Otherwise it is not possible. So with the Bhagavad Gita knowledge, when we practice this Bhagavad Gita, when we follow this Bhagavad Gita by Krishna's causeless mercy, definitely by Krishna's causeless mercy, we are going to go to Goloka. There is no doubt. All of us are going to go to Goloka. There is no doubt about it. Tatratam buddhi samyogam lavate paurvadekam. So we will get in our next life, if we don't go to Goloka, we will get what we gained in this life. We are not going to lose anything. So then prayatnat yatamanasti yogi samruddha kilvishaga aneka janma samsiddhaga tatoyati paramgati. So we will go to the supreme destination. It's going to happen. This life, next life, or some life, it's going to happen. We are on the way to Krishna. And now we need to make use of this life. That's what is very important. So whatever life is available for us, whatever opportunities are available for us, we should fully utilize them to go to Goloka. If we just lose them, if we miss this opportunity, so then we are very, very, very unfortunate. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 25 verses in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So we understood that Dhritarashtra inquired Sanjaya what's happening in the battlefield, and Sanjaya told that Duryodhana went to his teacher and he spoke, and we already understood what Duryodhana spoke to his teacher, and Duryodhana also told Dronacharya that his army is very powerful and we are going to win. And then Bhishma blew his conch shell and everybody blew their conch shells, kettles, drums and horns and everything, and then Krishna and Arjuna, Madhava, Pandava, so they also blew their conch shells, then Bhima, then Kuntiputra, there is Yudhishthira, Nakula, Sakadeva, everyone. So all these things we studied. Then Arjuna asked Krishna to take his chariot between both the armies. Senayor Ubayor Madhye Ratham Sapayame Achyuta Yavadeta Nirikshayagam Yodhakaman Avastita. Yotshyamanan Avekshayagam Yayetetra Samagataga Tardarashasya Durbuddhe Yuddhe Priya Chikrishavam. So I want to see who all came here to please the evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra, that is Duryodhana. So that's what Arjuna asked, and that's what we studied. And then when Arjuna told Krishna, so Krishna took the chariot and between both the armies. So that's what Sanjaya Vacha Yeva Mukto Rishikesho Gudakeshena Bharata Senayor Ubayor Madhye Stapayitva Rathothamam. So when Pudakesha, Arjuna asked Krishna to take the chariot between both the armies. So then Rishikesha, so there is Krishna, he took the chariot between both the armies. Senayor Ubyor Madhye Stapayitva Rathottamam. So then in the middle of both the armies, so Krishna told Arjuna that Bhishmadrona Pramukhataha Sarvesham Chamahikshitam Vacha Partapashaitan Samavetan Kurunithi. So in front of Bhishma, Drona and other chieftains, so Bhishmadrona Pramukhataha Sarvesham Chamahikshitam Vacha Partapashaitan Samavetan Kurunithi. So Rishikesha Vacha, Krishna told, O Partha, behold here, look at here, all the Kauravas assembled here. So Pasaitan, Samavetan, Kuruniti. That's what Krishna told Arjuna. So now in the next sloka, what we are studying today, this sloka number 26. So here, Tatra Pashyat Sitan Parthaga Pitrunata Pitamahan Acharyan Matulan Bratran Putran Pautran Sakim Statha Swasuran Sugurdaschaiva Senayor Ubayorapi Tatra Pasyat Sitan Parthaga Pitrunata Pitamahan. So Partha, Arjuna, he could see Pasyat. There he could see Pitrun, his fathers, and Pitamahan, his grandfathers. Pitrunata Pitamahan. So fathers means all like fathers, and grandfathers. And Acharyan, his teachers. Of course, Dronacharya was already there, and all other teachers also. Acharyan, Mathulan. Mathulan means maternal uncles. And Bratran, that means his brothers. So, brother, even Kauravas, everyone, so they are all Bratran. Putran, sons. Pautran, grandsons. Pitran, Pitamahan, Putran, Pautran. Pitran, father, Pitamahan, grandfather. Putran, sons. Pautran, grandsons. Arjuna could see. Sakims, friends. Swasuran, father-in-law, and Sugurdas Chaiva, all well-wishers. So Arjuna could see all of them in both the armies. Senayor Ubayorapi. Senayor Ubayorapi means in both the armies he could see all kinds of relatives. That's how Arjuna could see. How did Duryodhana see? We already studied. Already in this sloka number 3 to 11th sloka in the first chapter, we already studied. Duryodhana could only see that he was listing who are all dead. Bhimarjuna, Samayuddhi, Yudhano, Virata, Drupada, Drishadyumna, all such things only he was saying. Kasyascha, Paramesa, so everything. Drishaketu, Chaikitana, Kasi Raja, Viryavan, Purujit, Kunti Puja, Saibya. So like that only Yudhamanyuscha Vikranta, Uttamavujascha Viryavan, Saubhadro, Draupadeyas. Like that, Duryodhana could see only the persons he was listing their names. But Arjuna could see here, who is telling this? Sanjay is telling. Even Arjuna is not telling. Sanjay is telling. Sanjay is able to understand how Arjuna is seeing everyone there. So that's what we need to understand. Sanjay is narrating to Dhritarashtra. So there Arjuna could see all kinds of relatives. So there Arjuna could see within the midst of the armies of both parties, his fathers, grandfathers, teachers, maternal uncles, brothers, sons, grandsons, friends, and also his fathers-in-law and well-wishers. So that's what Arjuna could see. So now what is going to happen to Arjuna, we will study tomorrow. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 कृष्ण हरे राम हरे Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Timir Prabhu
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Hare Krishna.
Thank you Guruji for the wonderful class. Hare Krishna to all the devotees. I kindly request the devotees to use the Zoom raise hand feature to ask your questions to Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
There is a question from Chitrita Mataji. She asked, Hare Krishna Guruji, what is the meaning of Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripa tam aham vande Paramananda Madhavam. I think it's chapter 8, if I am not mistaken. Yes, Guruji,
No,
but I don't.
it's not a Bhagavad Gita sloka. I don't know where from it is coming. Yes, Mataji. It is not. It's not a Bhagavad Gita sloka.
Okay. Let me unmute Chitrita Mataji. Chitrita Mataji, you can unmute yourself and talk to Guruji.
Krishna Guruji, then I'm mistaken also because I came across these lines and in a song, beautiful song. I asked you, so no problem. Thank you so much.
No.
Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. It is not in Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna.
Suresh Prabhu has raised his hand.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
This in this current sloka, I think they said that Arjuna's father-in-law is also involved in that. No, he was in the
Yes.
opposite side.
Father.
Father.
Of course, yeah. Drupada also was there, correct? Drupada is Panjali's father. Yeah.
The Drupada was actually on their side, no, on the Arjuna's side.
Arjuna's side, yeah. Because it says that Senayor Ubayor Api, in both the armies, Arjuna could see all of them in both the armies. So in his army and the Kauravas army. So that's what it says. Yes,
it is including both. Okay.
Yeah, that's what the last line is saying, that Senayor Ubayor Api means in both the armies Arjuna could see.
Okay, Guruji. Got it.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna. There are no more questions, Guruji. So thank you for today's class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hina Mataji.
Hare Krishna Guru.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you Guruji for today's class also. No question from my side, Guruji. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Munmun Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Long time I was on that class, so I just left and not able to talk to you. But I was listening actually. Last week I missed 2 classes because of my physiotherapy sessions going. That went little longer for that only. So, but anyway, I was listening only. Just came from my session and I logged in. So thank you so much, Guruji. So yeah. Just that question of chapter 2, that Nasata Vidyate Bhavo, that sloka, that itself is referring to Atma only, that soul only, right, Guruji?
Yes. The first line refers to body, second line refers to the soul. Nasato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sataka. The first line refers to the body, second one refers to the soul. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I was just reading like 2 days back at the night only, so I was thinking to ask you like yesterday class, but I forgot to ask you. So
yeah, no asataka vidyate na abhavo vidyate sataka. So that's what asataka vidyate na abhavo, sataka vidyate na abhavo.
Okay, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji, and no more questions for today's class. So thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Chandrakanta Mataji. Sunil Shivas Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Shashi Kopad Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, so much for today's class. And thank you for keeping us in Krishna conscious every morning, so that the entire day we are able to stay in the knowledge and the teachings that you have given us early morning. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Guruji. Very, very thankful to you. Hare Krishna. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ravindra Goyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Hare Krishna. It's a wonderful class.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Yeah, 1 second, Mataji. Chandrakanda Mataji, 1 second. Ravindra Goyal Prabhu is talking. Ravindra Goyal Prabhu, your voice is not audible. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Am I audible?
Now it's audible. Yes, Prabhu.
Guruji, it's a wonderful class and it's going very nicely. In fact, I am able to correlate different things together, and at times I get some doubts. So, we're very grateful. I'm very grateful that with the class, I can get those doubts redressed without any. So, a slight doubt again I have got in today's class. You have used the word actually, when we read too much about this detachment, then we feel that as the world is not to be, these worldly things are not for us, as if. But actually, this is not the probably right understanding. We have to remain in this world, keep on doing our ultimate activities with the sole objective that we have to do everything for the Krishna, and the masses, they should get the benefit of mercy of Krishna. They all should be happy. So that should be our objective. So while remaining in this material world, while remaining strict to our duties and all other strings with which the things are connected, we have to always remember Krishna and keep on doing our legitimate duties. So that is the understanding now I am getting. Is it right, Guruji?
That's correct. We have to just do everything for Krishna. Whatever we do, we have to do it for Krishna. Yes. So then the rest will Krishna will take care. Yes.
What I that we have read the Brahma Samhita also, and then verse 61 of Brahma Samhita. This is the soul of everything, or the we can say Krishna consciousness. There again, after glorifying Krishna, Brahma has been given. And in verse 61, Krishna gives very direct instruction that you have to do everything for my pleasure. You have to create this universe. You have to create this world for creations of all the living entities for my pleasure, because I wanted him to do this creation. So that is basically the soul, the main purpose of Krishna consciousness, that we have to do everything for Krishna.
That is correct.
This verse 61, that is here in Brahma Samhita, but it is not very prominently coming to the people. That is my...
1 second, Prabhu. Just 1 second. Hare Krishna, sorry Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Saying that this verse 61 is the core philosophy, core of the whole, and it is not very prominently coming to the people. How to bring this to the focus, because that verse itself is the whole sar of Krishna consciousness, in my opinion. I may be wrong. All the verses of Bhagavad Gita are important, but many times what happens is people listen a few words, a few verses, and they get confused. They get a wrong understanding.
Also, we need to study the entire Bhagavad Gita.
So, should not be regularly read this verse 61 of Brahma Samhita, Guruji.
Yes,
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class, Guruji.
How are you feeling now, Mataji?
I'm feeling better, Guruji, today. But since yesterday, my husband got Guruji. He's he's bedridden now.
Okay.
My mother also,
You will get better soon.
yeah. But then yesterday, early morning, we went and came back. We not stayed for cremation and all.
What, Mataji?
My mother also passed away day before yesterday. So,
Oh, really, Mataji? I didn't know. Okay. She was.
Early morning, we went and came back. We never stayed for all crowd and all.
Yes.
Early morning, 5 o'clock, we went and came back. But after that, he got a very severe, like me only, he's bedridden. He cannot get up like that. It's happening like that. Guruji. Krishna's mercy, everything will be all right. Krishna is always there. That's what I feel, Guruji.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Guruji. But headache, still it is headache and cold is there.
Come on.
And to stay in tune with Krishna consciousness always, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Sunil Srivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Guruji, Hare Krishna. No question, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna.
Shiva Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Very nice, beautiful class, Guruji. Always the introduction which you give us is so profound every day.
Yes.
Connecting us, and the very fact that you say Paramatma is always inside us, knows what we want.
Yes.
Yeah. So there is no need to ask anything of anybody.
Yes.
We are whole in ourselves. God is there in ourselves, and He knows our desires. That's always a very powerful thing which I hear from you every day, Guruji.
Yes.
And how He helps you overcome the modes of nature also. That's also a very powerful lesson. That where our goal is, not the material world, and that's a very, very powerful lesson which you keep reiterating every day, and every day it sinks deeper and deeper, Guruji. Thank you very much. Excellent class, Guruji. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Suresh Kumar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Pranam, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Pranam.
Thanks for another wonderful class. No questions for today. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shiva Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. It was a beautiful lecture, and every day I get an essence, a teaching, so that the whole day I can meditate on that particular thing. So, like in all the classes, we describe about how to control the mind. So, in either way, here or there, and everybody present here, I am very blessed to get their association. And since beginning, I am getting a very good association, very nice feeling. And thanks to all Matajis and Prabhuji. And in today's class, the main key points, like you told Prabhuji, that always, we are in Maya, and we should think how to, we can come out of the three moods of material nature. And so I was thinking only about the goal that we have to go back to Godhead. So that is the goal. That's why we are practicing devotional service. But today I learned that we should have short-term goals, like how to come out of the three modes. If every day
Yes.
How we come out of the modes and we focus on the devotional service somehow or the other, and we absorb our mind in Krishna by reading, by listening. Then, then the long-term goal, we don't have to think. Krishna will take care of that.
Take care. Automatically will go. Yes, Mother. Yes. We should not be affected by the modes of nature. That's what is very important.
Yes. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Deepesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, I had a question around, doing everything for Krishna. I mean, sometimes I'm thinking about, will I be selfish by saying that, I want to do it? I'm doing it for me, but I'll just say that I'm doing it for Krishna. How do we distinguish between that? Because, the benefit of what I'm doing, what I'm stating that I'm going to do for Krishna is coming to me in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So how do I make sure that I'm trying to do it only for Krishna? I'm a little confused on that.
If you are attending this Bhagavad Gita class every day and you are able to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and prepare prasadam and offer prasadam to Krishna, whatever you eat, every time you offer to Krishna and take prasadam, and then when you have got some free time, you are able to spread this message, thinking about how we can spread this message, this Bhagavad Gita, our Zoom class, all such things. So like that, if we are constantly engaged in Krishna's service while doing all these activities, we are actually doing it for Krishna. And another major thing is that you said that the benefits anyhow it's coming to us only. How can we think that we are doing it for Krishna? If you are not affected by the results, whatever the results comes, because in a day-to-day work, a lot of works, so many things can happen in the way we want or the way we don't want, everything will happen. So if we are not disturbed or affected by those results, that means we are doing it for Krishna. If we are expecting the results and if we are affected by the results, so that means we are not doing it for Krishna. You understand that, correct?
Yes, thank you, Guruji. I think that clarifies. I think when I'm chanting with a blank mind. I'm not asking or thinking on which direction I want to go.
Yes.
I just leave it to Krishna with full faith that whatever happens, I will be looked after and it will be due to the blessings of Krishna. So in the end, it should all work out.
Everything will work out. You will be able to see so much of wonders, miracles in our life. Krishna has got a lot of plans. He will execute everything using us as an instrument. We will be able to feel that. Yes.
I think I am already seeing that, Guruji. But then I'm wondering that, long ago when I was younger, I wasn't chanting to anybody. I mean, did I believe in God? Yes, but it was not like I was thinking or chanting, but a lot of things went my way without even asking for it in a way.
That is correct. Krishna knows that you are a devotee. He wants you to come. So Krishna does a lot of good things for us. Yes.
But that time I wasn't even chanting, Guruji. So how did he?
No, you will not know. For example, that's what I told. Like all the way I went to Mumbai to do my MTech masters from southmost part of India I went to Mumbai to at that time doing those 30 years ago. Like it's not that common that travel that you go all the way. So Krishna has got plans that I need to get Bhagavad Gita knowledge there, correct? So that's how a lot of things will come on our way like this. He's already he knows, so that's why he's doing this.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for clarifying that. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you for the wonderful class. It was really good.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ram Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. I'm experiencing a second day of holiday, Guruji, here due to the Chinese New Year. But unfortunately, Guruji, when we were about to chant, the girl from China called me. They are supposed to celebrate New Year, but she is working, Guruji. So I had a call. I missed the first count, Guruji. The second round, I was able to join. As you said, it's all Krishna's plan, Guruji. Everything is planned by him. And one advantage is at the right at the start of the class, you did mention we had to be sincere, Guruji. If I'm sincere, so the troubles are less. I don't even feel the pain, because ever since we came to this world, then there is a blueprint already there. It is imprinted. We have to undergo this trial. But with Krishna's help, we don't really feel that hardship, Guruji. We enjoy. Even they put me in a tough trials. I don't really feel the pain, because it's all, I'm doing it in the name of Krishna. Similarly, when I get gains also, I am not going to be joyous, Guruji. All happens according to the plan, Guruji. Then another thing I found out, Guruji, I wanted to remain in constant remembrance. So YouTube had that future, Guruji. There is a option to loop on. So what I am doing after your class, once it is posted by Timur Prabhu, I play, and there is an option to loop on. That means it started playing, Guruji, in an endless loop. This is what I used to do. If I like some movie songs, I used to play in endless loop those days. I keep so similar way. I was thinking how to echo your voice. So I'm making it loop on, so that you have been talking to me until you start your Tamil class, Guruji. So once your Tamil class starts, then I'm listening to you and go to sleep, Guruji. That's much easier, because when managing the material aspects of the life, and I have to juggle this, Guruji, so I may not be able to read Bhagavad Gita, but I started listening. Your voice keeps echoing inside my home, Guruji. So now I have to buy another good speakers, so that it can be echoed, Guruji. And I have another plan, Guruji, that's by end of this year, I will also have a FM station, so that all your messages will be broadcasted, Guruji. So anyone who joins, we have your WhatsApp class, and we will have your FM station. Website is pretty good, Guruji. I'm just doing a final touches. You can have a look. So the website is for you, dedicated to you. Then we will have a FM station, and all the infrastructure will be ready, Guruji. Then it's up to the people. They have to come and pick it up. Those who want, it's their wish. They can take it or they can go. But we are providing all the fantastic infrastructure and facilities for the students, especially, Guruji. So we will form a club, something like my Leo club in college. Okay, the Lions Leo club, right? So we will have a Bhagavad Gita club, parent club, you will be there, Krishna's club, and the junior clubs all will be there. And we will do service in the name of Krishna, Guruji. All happening according to his plan, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna to all. Thank you, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Gayatri Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
As usual, a wonderful session. As you said, he has accepted as our friend. That's why we are daily chanting, reading, learning, hearing to what you said. This is itself is a acceptance of his friendship. We have to make it a strong bondage. That's it. He has given us a ladder to climb. We should go further.
Go further. That is correct, Mother. He will make sure. We have a lot of opportunities. We will definitely, he will engage us in his service.
Every morning, hearing to your that satsang is a great motivation for us for the whole day. It's just like a tonic what we have. More vitamin tonic.
Yeah,
Thinking of what we say. Yeah, such a wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, we are not talking anything other than Bhagavad Gita. That's why it is full of. Yes,
yes. What you say in the morning, we are able to. I'm able to recollect in the afternoon while I'm doing some work, or I will be able to recollect with my. I am able to coincide it with my other works. I mean, a lot of thinking of that coming in my mind nowadays. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you all. Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna has to guide us.
That's why we will become 24/7 Krishna conscious only. Everything will be do with in Krishna consciousness only.
Yes, Guruji. What you say very true. Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for your satsang.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Vrinda Jai Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Very nice. Yeah. So we've learned so much, but putting it into practice is a everyday task, and early morning begins with that. That's very nice. So detaching from every sphere of our life of Krishna and us, that we need to attach to him and detach from here. Yes, Guruji, this is the main learning, and that can be done with the tool of the mind. Attach there, detach here.
Yes, yes. It is very much
Yes,
possible.
Guruji. Yes. But Guruji, one thing, being human.
You got disconnected, Mataji. Ravin Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, wonderful class, very good questions, discussions, Guruji. A lot of information coming out of these discussions only.
Yes.
And yeah, as everyone mentioned, your initial lecture, so insightful. And always there is something new to grab,
Yes.
which we have missed earlier. So we pick it up now, which we have missed now, we will pick it in the future while explaining the similar things.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Wonderful, Guruji. Thank you very much. Really indebted for this knowledge, Guruji. No questions in today's slokas, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Vrinda Jai Singh Mataji, sorry, you got disconnected.
Yeah. No, so what I was saying that being human, our emotions come into play. And like I told you, the fever I was going through, and then got the test done, and it showed malarial parasite twice. So reports came twice that it was positive. And so the anxiety, the fear of going to another specialist to show the anticipation. So like so many things happening at the same time, relying on Krishna, but still, the anxiety and, the fear that what else is there. And then ultimately you can't control something which is not with.
Maybe. Hare Krishna Mataji.
I think why is it going off? Something is.
Yes, no problem.
Yes.
Yes, Mataji. We will.
Yes. So.
Yeah.
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna will take care, Mataji. That's what this is a material world. It is like that way only, Mataji. We have to fully depend on Krishna only. So Krishna will help us, Mataji. That's it. He will give us. That's what he is saying, that Yoga Kshemam Mahamyaham. So he will do all the good things what is needed for us, Mataji. There is no doubt. We will fully depend on Krishna. That's it.
Yes. And at the same time, I feel that these challenges and disturbances do come in front of us so that we remember Krishna more.
That's correct.
Yes. So at such times, we definitely remember Krishna more. So I think it's a way to push us forward and remind us that to be dependent on him.
That is correct. When we fully depend on him, when we are engaged in his service, we don't have to worry about anything. That's the main thing. We need to make sure that all our time we should be fully engaged in Krishna's service. That's what is very important.
Yes, Guruji. Very motivating, energizing. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Nitin Pele Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Dandavat Pranam to all devotees also, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, no question, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
Pranam.
Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Hare Hare. Aashirvad. Jai Shri
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Kadiravan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, Hare Krishna to all devotees. Class is very wonderful, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. No questions, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Asha Srimataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much Guruji for wonderful class.
Thank you Mataji, Hare Krishna.
By Krishna's costless mercy, everything we feel Krishna's support, which is needed all the time.
Yes, Mataji. Yes. Mataji.
If we think about Krishna, positivity is maintained, Guruji.
That is definitely true. Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy only, everything is happening. He will make us to do more service to him. We will all go to Krishna. Definitely, Mataji. Krishna's mercy.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Very wonderful session. So really, we are lucky to have this class. And really, Krishna is doing everything. We are nothing. When you feel that we are doing everything, that is wrong. So we are detected by only Krishna, and we should feel that we are insignificant creatures in this world like us. So we should shun and avoid and ignore, or avoid and give up all these ego and vanity and all kind of pride. These things are only when you think of what or Duryodhana represents. Symbolize ego, arrogant, all these negative qualities. And Pandavas, all good qualities, virtuous qualities. So we should think of what is right and wrong, what is dark and light, ignorance and knowledge. So everything is depicted in Gita. So you are lucky. It's not only this, only for this one generation. Thousands and thousands, generation by generation after generation, we are getting benefited by this knowledge. Those who are lucky, they can apply it and they can make their life fruitful, meaningful, worthwhile. So this divine knowledge and other rest of the world is negligible. We are just, I have seen that old people, our ancestors, very, very clean. They are very natural, but we are now in the modern people, we are making more artificial, only showing off. Really, by coming to the class, that is not that kind of, I have seen old generation people, they have not read Gita or Odia or any version. They are so sincere in mathematics or very standard, very less qualified. Still then, whatever they do the thing very sincerely and dedication. I have seen. But now we people, we are so, we think that we are more advanced and educated and enlightened. That is wrong. I think that was not a digital idea or mobile, all these things. But they were, whatever they had, they are using in a very sincere and devotion. That kind of bhava, they have bhava. But we are not having bhava. We are everything on abhava. This is lacking, this is wanting, this is I need, only for multiply up only material desires. Our mind getting more and more narrow day by day. I feel Even if thousands of colleges, in those times, 1 or 2 colleges. In Odisha, only Revensa, Cuttack. 1 or colleges. Now, in each 5 kilometers, there is a college, schools, and everything. Neither you are, actually, I have seen those who are even 8th, 9th class, 50 years ago, those were less, 9th and 8th class. They could speak good English and whatever, not only English, mathematics, everything. So because that was not, education was not so widespread, but it is in all respects, we are lagging behind. Actually, you should feel that. In Nalanda University, Takshashila, Bikramshila, physics, chemistry, botany, all sciences were taught in this country, imparted. All about the scholars of the world come to India to study here. So Gita and Mahabharata, Ramayana, all our Indian scriptures were being taught. Even if I've seen those who are less qualified, they could speak whole book, the Gita and Upanishad and everything, all this. But we are highly qualified. We are unable to chant in one sloka also the meaning of that word. Because we are lacking the dedication, devotion. We are lacking the devotion. So really, I'm lucky, and we should try our best to devote ourselves to this Gita class. And lucky Guruji, because of you, you are getting transformed. We should admit, not completely, but at least we should have that kind of surrender to Lord Krishna and Guruji, so that not only attending the class, that is not enough. We have to render our great service. And Prabhupada rendered a great service by having all these scriptures, like the Krishna and the Supreme Godhead, the voluminous book, and like thousands of books. As we are ready, it can open up our eyes, the transcendental, the divine knowledge we can get. So we are lucky. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata Naman for this wonderful class. And daily we are transforming. You have to feel that, and we have to, unless and until we surrender ourselves, we cannot achieve anything in life. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata Naman Naman.
Hare Krishna, I spoke with all the devotees. Now let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan. And then again we'll continue Bhagavad Gita tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.